Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Lazwardi and I'm going to explain about the definition of codes and also diglosia. So let's go to the first explanation about the codes itself. So what is the definition of codes? In the term of sociolinguistics, you might ask. So let me explain first. A code is a set of rules or a system of communication and often used with random numbers that is assigned and also a letters given with specific meanings. The term also refers to any kind of system that employs two or more people in communicating, and it can actually be used for system for a single person to protect their certain secrets. The example of codes may be used to organize library collections, choose the correct localization, and also translations in computing. Okay, everyone. So you already know what is the definition of codes in the term of sociolinguistics, right? Good. So here is the next definition and also explanation from diglosia. So I'm going to explain it very detailed and also give some examples so you guys can know. You might know about the term of the diglosia in sociolinguistics. Okay, so here we go. So, what is the definition of diglossia, you might ask, in the term of sociolinguistics? So, diglossia is a term of sociolinguistics. It refers to a community where the community has two different languages and that are used in different kind of situation or occasion. A diglossic situation exists in a society when it has two codes of distinct that also show functional separation that are very clear. It can say that one code is employed in one set of circumstances and the other in a whole of different set. Okay, according to Ferguson, diglossia is the addition language for the primary ones, where it's very relatively stable language situation. Okay, the vernacular language or to the community's everyday language, labeled as L, which stands for low variety, and the second one is highly codified SH, label SH, which stands for high variety, and which is used in specific situation, example in literature, formal education, and so on, and it is not used for daily conversation. Diglossia also refers to the function and also the situation that is also happen in the communities as an aspect of study between codes and social structures. Diglossia is an important concept in sociolinguistics, and at the social level, each of two dialects has certain spheres of interaction in social, and it is the only socially acceptable dialect. The differences may involve pronunciation, inflection, and it could be syntax. Okay, that is the definition of diglossia. So you understand? Do you guys understand about the definition of diglossia? Good. So let's go to the example of diglossia. So there are two examples of diglossia that I'm going to share to you guys in the screen. The first one is between the region or the country, and the second one is between the place that are very common for the people to visit. So here is the example of diglossia from other countries first. Here, I will share the screen. Okay, my face is covered with the table, but it is fine because I will give you the example. The first example is Switzerland. The high variety that they are used in their country is standard German, of course, and the low variety they are used is local Swiss German dialects. The second one is from Middle East. They use classical Arabic as their high variety language, and the communities also use local Arabic dialects, which is in low variety, such as Iraqi, Moroccan, and Egyptian. And the third is from Greece. The high variety is Katarefusa or puristic, and they use low variety language named Demotiki or Demotic popular. Okay, the next one is from Haiti. They use French as their high variety language, and the low variety the low variety language is Haitian Creole. And the last one is Tamil Nadu. They use literary as high variety language, and they use colloquial as low variety language. Okay, so that's the example of diglossia in a different regions or different countries. You can seek other examples from this one. It's up to you. So here is another examples of diglossia in different occasion or situation. Okay, the first one is from religious service, political speeches, legislative proceedings, university lectures, and so on. They use high variety language, which is formal, and they're not using any kind of daily conversation in their speech or in their talks or in their kind of conversation. And the second one is from low variety language, which is happen in marketplace, instruction to subordinates, friendly conversation, folk literatures, and so on, which is very common for using daily conversation in this kind of occasion. So that's it from my explanation. The next explanation will be delivered by my friends Hasbal and also Tommy. Thank you. Hope you guys will understand about the definition of diglossia and also the term of quotes itself. See you guys.